Every year, around 1 in 6 people in the EU is a victim of crime. Increasingly, these crimes are cross-border or have an international element. The impact of crime on victims can last a lifetime, physically, financially, or psychologically. Eurojust, the EU Agency for Criminal Justice Cooperation, coordinates cross-border criminal investigations and prosecutions in the EU and beyond. Eurojust helps national authorities to deliver justice to thousands of victims of all forms of serious crime every year. The agency also raises awareness so that victims' rights are respected. These rights include the right to be heard, the right to information, to protection, and to compensation, regardless of the crime or where the victims are located. Let's look at some examples. In 2017, after the Barcelona and Cambrils terrorist attacks, Eurojust helped with the dissemination of information describing the assistance to which victims were entitled and their procedural rights in Spain. For those who fall prey to human traffickers, help cannot come too soon. Eurojust's coordination at an action day can assist national authorities not just to liberate victims, but to provide shelter and psychological support at the earliest possible stage. In cases covering more than one jurisdiction, Eurojust helps national authorities to limit victims' exposure to having to testify in different courts and countries by promoting the use of video conferencing techniques. The interests of victims can also be used as a criterion for deciding which jurisdiction is best placed to prosecute. Investigators and prosecutors seek Eurojust's expertise in these decisions. The early identification of victims can facilitate the compensation process, especially in fraud cases, which often concern large numbers of individuals. The agency promotes victims' rights in the cases it coordinates. To ensure this happens in practice, Eurojust issued practical guidelines, including a checklist to practitioners. The agency also participates in the EU Victims' Rights Platform and cooperates with the European Commission's Coordinator for Victims' Rights. Eurojust is committed to helping deliver justice to victims of all forms of serious cross-border crime. Eurojust. Criminal justice across borders.